Hello Aries, and welcome to your As Above, So Below tarot reading. If you find that this message is helpful or it resonates with your situation, please feel free to like the video or comment below. Also, if you would like future messages, you can feel free to subscribe to the channel. Everyone's always welcome here, and I upload messages daily. So Aries, we're going to pull a couple cards from the Wisdom of the House of Knights Oracle deck. Looks like this. And then we will get to the main spread. These messages are general. They're not going to resonate every time with every person. Feel free to check other signs within your birth chart. It's really about the title. So if there's something in the title that resonates for you, then there's most likely something here in this message. Strength. Aries. In past readings, there's been a lot of healing past traumas in Aries readings. I can say that much. Forbidden. Let's see. One more card, please, Spirit. Risk. Strength. Forbidden, and risk. So Aries, strength in this deck talks about how life sometimes presents us with challenges, and we may think that they're too difficult to endure. In reality, we have the strength to get through this. And then we have Forbidden. This is the warning card of the deck. It symbolizes a warning being sent. You're about to enter a situation that will not be easy and could cause you or others pain. And risk symbolizes asking yourself about your next action. Is it worth the risk you are taking? If the answer is no, don't do it. If the answer is yes, then it will be spectacular in the outcome. But with the previous two cards, I feel like the answer is going to be no. So just take some time and process. Just pause. Don't make any brash movements or harsh decisions, and ask yourself, is this worth the risk? Okay, so let's see what we can see. Most important message for Aries, Spirit. What does Aries need to see? What is being forbidden for them? What is this warning about? Okay, that was half of the deck, so we will reshuffle. Let's see. we're just going to see how this plays out. The Nine of Cups is like a wish fulfillment. The King of Staffs. This card symbolizes passion, planning. A person who is very passionate, a very compassionate leader. This person could also be goal, family orientated. What you need to prepare for is, or what you are being prepared for, is the Nine of Cups and the Sun card. So this tells me that, and I'm going to get 3 cards for each area and go through this one by one. But the Sun card ultimately symbolizes success, wish fulfillment, like I said with the previous card. Now the next card is what to embrace in life. There may be a situation, okay, the King of Wands and then the Ten of Cups in reverse, okay. The Ten of Cups in reverse symbolizes distance, a mild disruption in a network, one person trying to exploit another person. The Hanged Man is waiting. It also symbolizes change in perspective. But this is a self-imposed waiting period. Even though, even though this Hanged Man can sometimes be a little all right, so let's just get this. The Hanged Man can be a little difficult to accept. It can be a process of accepting, processing to change your perspective, and we can see the progression in the cards. So Aries, Nine of Cups, Sun, and the Death card. So the Death card does not symbolize somebody dying or death, okay? It symbolizes a process of self-transformation. So this could be very dramatic. It could be a dramatic event like somebody passing. But mostly what this card symbolizes is death of ego, the death of an old way of thinking, an old way of perceiving things, okay? What I get from these cards here, Aries, is in order to obtain this, and this is what you're preparing for, right? So you're preparing for the wish fulfillment, the success, the ultimate abundance, joy, love. A lot of times the Sun card is perceived as a family in some decks. But in order to obtain this, right, you're going to need to go through this transformation process, okay? And we can see that from how the cards play out within the reading. So the next stack, what to embrace, okay? So we have the King of Staffs, the Ten of Cups in reverse, and the Knight of Staffs, okay? So what this tells me here, Aries, is that there's going to be, you're going to have to take a couple steps back in order to have some positive movement forward. You may be like in a position in work where you're a leader, but you've come to a point where that's all, this is the last position, the end of the line, and you envisioned more for yourself. And so this transformation process that you are going to go through might feel a little bit like you're being set back. It might feel like a minor bump in the road, but it's going to bring accelerated movement forward. Okay? Now, the Knight of Wands also symbolizes being cautious in the movement forward, cautious with how you proceed. I feel like with these cards, how they're laying out, okay? This position that you're in right now currently, it has a lot to do with how you carry yourself in your relationship. Once that relationship dissolves, or once there's disharmony within that relationship, that's when you're going to have to take a couple steps back, maybe find a different position from a different company and work your way up again. But this disillusion in the marriage, I feel like that's what this transformation is. Okay. This 10 of Cups is linked to this Death card. Okay. And the same with this 10 of Swords. So with that being said, the advice for the future is Knight of Cups, Hanged Man, and 10 of Swords. So the Knight of Cups symbolizes an offer being made within relationships. It can also symbolize a friend. So what I get the sense here is there may have been an offer made to this partner, and this offer made wasn't up to their standards, and that's why they ended this. Maybe whatever the case may be here, I feel like they're blocking you. They're blocking you from moving forward. They may have even caused you to lose your job. I know it sounds funny, but sometimes if it's like somebody who's got a lot of family members in higher positions in a company, it wouldn't be that hard for them to say, hey, this person, blah, blah, blah. Now that is for some of you. For others of you, this offer, it's just, they just don't feel like it's up to their standards. Okay. And I get the sense here that everything happens for a reason. That's why this, I know it sounds crazy, but this ending needed to happen. This person needed to, because I feel like they are saying, Aries, that you're not living up to their standards. And I don't feel like that's really, okay. Everybody has their people or their person. So if they feel that way, that's their opinion. It's time to move forward to something more suiting. And that's why I feel like the Hanged Man is symbolizing it's time to change your perspective. Now, the 10 of Swords is this situation may be hard for you to hear. It may be abrupt, how this person is treating you. This doesn't have anything to do with you, Aries. It's more about them as a person, how they carry themselves in relationships, and a projection of themselves. A lot of times when people act this certain way, what I'm seeing here, maybe they expected you to, live up to a certain standard because of their family. And that didn't take place. Okay. There's somebody that's going to come in that's more suiting. But this ending, there is still something to learn from this situation. So don't discredit it so quickly. Don't be like, okay, well, this ending happened for a reason, on to the next one. There's still a lesson to be learned, because the Ten of Swords symbolizes being tenderized from a situation, going through so much drama that it leads to this change in perspective. Okay, it leads to this transformation. What to release? Two of Cups, Five of Swords, and Queen of Cups. So this person could be a water sign that you're dealing with. Okay, I do get the sense that that's what you need to release, is this relationship. I feel like you have your heart set on this relationship, and there's a lot of conflict here. There's a lot of conflict within this partnership that needs to be resolved before there can be any movement forward. Now, I do get the sense with the Three of Swords here that this may be hard to walk away from. It may feel very conflicting, okay? Like you might feel like you have soul ties to this person, and you may very well have a connection with them, but the reason why is because there was this lesson that they presented to you, and you wouldn't have learned this lesson any other way. The Queen of Cups is a person who is caring, nurturing, sensitive. I feel like what this card is symbolizing here is taking care of yourself, focusing on your self-healing, self-nurturing. There may be a message about your deepest needs that you're intuitively missing because you're focused on this partnership. Take some time to recalibrate your thinking. Try to be more balanced with your approach, more practical, and take care of number one first. Now, the last three are new pathways. So once you release this, there's going to still be sadness. There's going to still be heartache when you release this. But understand here, Aries, that there's the Lovers is a union, okay? A spiritual union. This is like what you envision power couples being, okay? Two of Cups is like a marriage, a union, yes. But the Lovers card is like the next level up from that. There's going to be justice brought in to this heartache, okay? There's going to be healing. There's going to be balance brought in. But you're going to have to focus on yourself for a little bit. I feel like what the cards are saying here, Aries, is there's a need to take a step back from this person that's, even though they may seem like they're helping you, they're hindering your growth. And you've learned all that you can learn from this person. So it's time to release. It's time to heal. It's time to focus on Aries, on number one. It's going to be tough. I know you're going to have memories that come up, and you're going to have to process those memories. It's going to be a process, but you have the strength to overcome this. Okay, so overcoming difficulties, prosperity, and life review. So there are some difficult things that you're overcoming right now, Aries, and you're getting through this the best that you can. Understand that the worst is over. The worst is behind you. Now it's time to take a review of what's unbalanced. Take a review of everything. Change what's unbalanced, okay? Let go of things that are no longer serving. And focus on what it is that you truly want, Aries, because there's great things that are in the works for you. But you have to make it happen yourself. The money is not just going to come knocking on your door. The opportunities aren't just going to come knocking on your door. You have to be presentable, be able to present yourself. And in order to do that, you're going to have to work on yourself, build yourself up, and focus on what it is that you truly want. So, get ready, Aries. I get the sense that it's happening. I feel like it's already in the process of this. Okay? So that is the message that I have for you. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And I look forward to seeing your beautiful souls again soon. Namaste.